Good evening, everyone. One of the major features of this week's Parashat Nasso, is that there's a lot of repetition. Not only is there a lot of repetition, but each segment that is repeated is almost identical to the section that came before it. What am I referring to? We have 12 princes of the Jewish people, the Nisim, that are given the opportunity to dedicate an offering to the Mishkan, to the tabernacle. And the commentators point out that it's fascinating that each prince donates the exact same package. Check out the verses near the end of this week's Parashat Nasso to see the illustration. And it goes on and on and on and on. So the commentators ask, why didn't the Torah just say, and the same by this guy, and the same by this guy, and the same by this guy, like ... etc., etc.? Why is it that for each prince's respective offering, it is delineated in the same way, and then afterwards, the Torah totals it up? So it takes up a lot of real estate. What's more striking is that there are certain laws of the Torah that are important, and we only know about because of our rabbinic tradition, or that are alluded to because of an extra letter, an extra word, a redundant phrase. So why is it that the section of the Nisim is duplicated over and over and over again, and it seems to not be adding anything novel? So why is it that so many halachos, so many laws that are important that we keep every day, such as the shape of the phylacteries, the tefillin, the orientation of the tzitzis, the ritual fringes, and so on and so forth, aren't delineated literally, and yet this section is taking up a lot of real estate in the Torah and doesn't seem to be adding anything novel? Our commentators point out that one of the major lessons of this duplication is that the Torah is demonstrating to us that just because two people are doing things that seem to be identical, each one's service of God, each one's offering, is judged to be unique. See, in Judaism, you don't need to be doing something new for what you are doing and for how you are connecting to God to be meaningful and important. You know, if you rank Fortune 500 companies, they are ranked by size, they are ranked by profit margin. You can rank them any which way you want. There's a better, and then there's a less good, and then there's someone at the bottom. But if you really think about it, the company that is number 500 on the Fortune 500 list is still pretty darn successful. 500 companies in the S&P 500, Wilshire 5,000. Right? There are many rankings of publicly traded companies that are rated by market cap, rated by this, rated by that. And you hear pundits in the stock market saying, oh, this company is not worth very much, and this one is, they basically offer the same space, but blah, 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 yada, yada, ranking one above the other. That is not how God looks at the Jewish people. God does not rank, God does not order, God does not say this person did it 15 seconds before this person, so this guy won and this guy lost. Hashem looks at each individual and looks at his or her respective divine service and asks, was this person sincere? If the answer is yes, then they are just as good as the other person, no more, no less. It's an important lesson for us to bear in mind as we live in a very competitive society. Right, we make fun of the fact that, in Little League now, everyone gets a trophy, like everyone's a winner, yay! It's good for their self-esteem. Even though they know that they lost because the other team whooped their tuchuses because they beat them 10-1 on the soccer field. No, but everyone wins because they give them a trophy. Well, we grow up saying that there's a winner, there's a loser. And in fact, there's a movement away from just rewarding everybody because the people involved don't feel like it matters. But that's not how Hashem looks at the Jewish people. We just concluded the holiday of Shavuos, and one of the features is the idea that everyone who goes to Yerushalayim to visit the Beis HaMikdash, as all adult men are commanded to do in honor of the holiday, each one brings a set of offerings. It's not, oh, this person's cow is bigger than that person's cow. This person was the first one offered, so he's worth more to God. No, it's as an individual, as a community. Did we do what we were supposed to do? And I think it bears reflecting that in a community, our parsha is teaching us, every single person matters. There's a concept that we learn in Maseches Megillah, Berov Am Hadras Melech. In the multitude of the masses, the king is praised. Meaning the more people who show up to attend a minyan or who gather together to learn Torah or to do a mitzvah, the more people who are involved in it, the more glory that it gives to Hashem. But what am I adding? I'm just another person sitting in the seat. The answer is that each additional person who attends, who participates, who is involved with the community is and of itself a valuable thing. Because yes, maybe this person is not doing anything different, but they are doing it as well. The section of the Nisim teaches us that the more the merrier. The more people who are involved, the better off it is, even if they are doing exactly the same thing. You're not valuable because you added anything new. You're valuable because you participate with the community and enhance the glory of Hashem. Have a great week.